The UFC is reportedly working on a huge fight for Islam Makhachev next, and apparently it's not Ian Garry. Today, Ian posted this to his Instagram. In the caption, he wrote, "I'm ready. He needs more time." Imagine being the #1 pound-for-pound fighter on the planet and needing more time. Islam's manager Ali Abdelaziz then posted this on X. He wrote, "This I can tell you. The UFC is working on a big fight for Islam Makhachev, and Ian's name is not involved. Much bigger. One of the biggest fights in the UFC right now they can make. Stay tuned." Aljamain Sterling thinks the UFC wants to see him lose. He feels like he deserves the next featherweight title shot after his recent unanimous decision win over Brian Ortega back in August. Speaking to MMAfighting.com, Aljo said, "I don't know what else I've got to do. If you want to give me Yair Rodriguez, I'll fight him. If you want to give me Jean Silva, I'll fight him. If you want to give me Youssef Zalal, I'll fight him. I've never turned down anybody. These guys have asked me for opponents that I want to fight, and then they give me somebody the complete opposite because they want to see me lose. That's my perspective. It might be different for them, but my perspective is, you ask me who I want to fight, I give you a name, stylistic good matchup for myself, you give me somebody else. What does that tell me? Oh, maybe I'm not the guy for the spot, but I keep proving them wrong. Give me a f***ing title shot and I'm gonna prove them wrong again." Dana White stopped to give life advice to a TikToker on the street.
You Dana White?
What's up, man?
Hey, how are you? Peter, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I have a page on TikTok.
Yeah?
I go around and ask people for life advice and then I give them a Polaroid of themselves. I'm a photographer. Yeah, my dream is to get sponsored by Fujifilm. It's a hybrid camera and you take the picture and you print it. That's how I got featured on Forbes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh yeah?
Do you have like 30 seconds I could do that with you?
For sure, let's go.
Okay, cool. Here with Dana White, what's the best life advice you've ever received that you could share with someone like me or someone who's watching?
Hey, listen, if you're miserable when you're broke, you're gonna be really miserable when you make some money. The key to life is be happy. Be happy. Figure out what you like to do. Get up and do it every day and be as happy as you can possibly be. Some of the happiest times of my life was when I was broke. Money changes everything, I think.
For the better?
Not always. Not always. If you're happy when you're broke, you should be happy when you have some money.
Thank you for being humble and giving me the time of your day.
It's a pleasure, sir. Good luck with everything.
Thank you very much.
Back in 2021, Chris Weidman faced Uriah Hall at UFC 261. Early in the first round, Weidman threw a leg kick and suffered a horrific leg break upon impact. The two ran into each other yesterday and recreated the moment. Uriah posted this photo on X. He wrote, "Ran into this guy," with a laughing emoji. Max Holloway won $8,000 last night gambling on stake.
Come on. Nice. Oh my god, I didn't even see the middle one. Holy sh**. I didn't even see that middle one, bro. Let's go. Let's go. 100. More spins. Just do it. One time for the boys. Never. 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 But what a win, Richo. What a win, bro. 8 bands, bro. 8 bands, bro. 8 bands, bro. We gotta put that away.
Sean O'Malley was in attendance at RAF 6 over the weekend. After watching the event live, O'Malley said he's now interested in competing at Real American Freestyle himself. Michael Venom Page shared his thoughts on a potential matchup between Islam Makhachev and Ian Garry. MVP suggested that because Ian isn't known as a big finisher and often goes the distance, it could be a tough night for him, noting that someone like Islam may only need one takedown to change the fight.
Yeah, it just Islam's just his game, striking wise. I don't believe he's gonna be able to deal with Ian, and it's more because of the distance that he is. He's very quick, but it's the grappling element. I think he only needs to get him down once. He's a difficult guy to get down, to be fair. I was like, you know, I've been watching him a couple of different fights since our fight, and it's like, yeah, he knows his stuff. And you can tell he picks things up really quickly, because he always seems to improve the small areas that I'm like, oh, that might be a weakness, and the next time I see him, I'm like, he's improved that. So you can tell he's a person that he's young but sharp.
Yeah.
But Islam, so JDM, that one surprised me simply because his scrambles are the best in MMA. I think, like, he's been on the floor with some top jiu-jitsu guys and they can't. And to be fair, even fair to him, he wasn't able to get submitted, and that shows you how good his scramble is. Whereas I don't think Ian's got that level of scramble or that level of defense to go against Islam. But the striking is where he's gonna thrive. Everyone's got a chance, and because he's such a, the problem is, he's a great striker, but not necessarily a finisher. He goes the distance. Going the distance means you're in there long enough for this person to take you down once, and it only has to be once. But again, like I said, he's sharp. He gets better and better. If he can figure out the not being submitted off his back, figuring out how to get back up, because he's quite long, so it's quite an awkward body. And I know that for myself, because I'm in a similar scenario. I've come up against some exceptional wrestlers, but because of my body type, it's just hard for them to keep me down. So maybe those things kind of go in his favor, but Islam is something special.
Carlos Prates begins his training camp for Jack Della Maddalena. The two are set to fight at UFC Fight Night in Australia on May 2nd.
The most entertaining welter in the world is back. Coming to Australia, to enemy territory, to get my title shot.
Daniel Cormier wants to see Alex Pereira fight John Jones next, but says if it's not John, it would have to be Ciryl Gane, because there's nobody else in the heavyweight division for him to fight.
I dream first, and I cross my fingers, and I wish that it is Jones versus Pereira. But I also stay cautious in the idea that if it doesn't happen, it's someone else. And if it is someone else, it has to be Ciryl Gane, right? Because who else? Who else could there be to fight Alex Pereira? But big news, that's massive. That's massive. That he's up, that he's 245 pounds, and that he vacated the championship. Because if he vacated that title, guys, I'm telling you, I believe that he's going to fight for the world title. Big news is happening. And we're just like, they gave us a little bit, right? They gave me a little bit, got me excited. But give it a rest. Let me know what's going on. Like we're all sitting here as fans of this thing, and we wanted those fights for the heavyweight championship. And man, how bad is Tom Aspinall hurt, really? He must be hurt really, really bad.
Rampage Jackson got trolled at Rampage Combat 3 over the weekend by a fighter he was interviewing after he won.
All right, one more thing. Did he move, Jack?
Get the out of my cage.
Everybody, get in. Get in.
Khalil Rountree was sparring Luke Rockhold today. At the moment, Khalil is not scheduled for a fight. He was recently TKO'd by Jiří Procházka at UFC 320.
Oh, wow. Good defense. The Black Wolf is learning good defense. Nice and easy, Lukey. Don't break down like a Honda Civic on the freeway, 97, you know what I'm saying? Put your feet in front of you. What? Traffic control. Oh, don't. Oh, the spinning was coming, but the elbow didn't follow. I saw that. I saw that. He's reading you. He's reading you like a deck of cards at a Chris Angel concert. He sees the magic. Nice and easy, boys. 30 seconds. Hands up, head moving. Whoa, whoa. Okay.
Colby Covington actually thinks Kamaru Usman deserves the next welterweight title shot. Colby recently called out Usman to wrestle at Real American Freestyle. In an interview with Bloody Elbow, he said, "I think Kamaru deserves it. He's a former champion, he's been in the sport, he made his mark, and it sells. These other kids, they have no personality. They couldn't sell shit to flies, and we know how much flies love shit. I think it makes sense." Colby also spoke on his career, saying he won't let himself be used by the UFC. He continued, "This is a business. They're looking at it from business on their end, and I'm looking at it from business on my end. I know my worth. I'm not going to be taken advantage of. I'm not going to be used and thrown out to the next kid in line. I know what my name draws. Most of these fighters at welterweight, they can't draw money with a green crayon on a white piece of paper." Nate Diaz took an unexpected jab at Ilia Topuria. Nate recently stated that he's returning to the UFC and named Ilia, Conor McGregor, and Max Holloway as potential opponents. He posted this on X and wrote, "Topuria's a dumb ass." Uriah Faber appeared on Sean O'Malley's podcast this week, where he talked about filming The Ultimate Fighter opposite Conor McGregor. Faber said that when it comes down to trash talk, Conor can both dish it out and take it, unlike Michael Bisping. He shared a story about first meeting Bisping, saying he cracked a joke and Bisping genuinely got upset with him.
And then I started getting on him because, well, first off, it was in the middle of summer in Las Vegas, and I'm a ball buster. Like, that's just intuitively, that's what I am, you know? And he can take it too. Like, Bisping's my boy, but he can't take it back. Like, the first time I met him, like, I made a joke in Afghanistan with Bisping, and I was like, "Hey, bro," we're talking at a meal with a bunch of military guys, and Bisping and I had just met, and he didn't really know who it was, and I was like, said something about, you know, this lady said, "Oh yeah, it's about 8 inches," and they were talking about food, and I said, "Is that 8 inches?" Because Bisping said that, told his wife that this was 6 inches, and then he got he started calling me little midget and like this and that. I was like, "Bro, take it easy." But he and I are good friends now. But Conor, like, you can riff with and get it and take it. And he was showing up in the dead of summer every day, like 3-piece suit, sweat rings in his armpits, shoes. And I go, "Bro, what are you doing, bro?" He goes, "You gotta look the part, blah 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 blah," and all this stuff. And I said, "Dude, in California, we work our whole lives to not dress like that. Like, you're like a servant."
Dana White has faced heavy criticism in recent years for bringing politics into the UFC. During an interview with CBS today, Dana responded to the backlash. Here's what he had to say.
Particularly as it pertains to pro sports leagues, I would think the idea would be try not to be overtly political, because then you might lose half of your fan base, or try to really kind of stay down the middle.
How about you be authentic and just be yourself? How about that? Just be authentic. You don't have to agree with me, and you don't have to like it, and I don't have to agree with you, but we can all still just get along. I mean, that's how this is supposed to work.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's in reference to Giorgio Poulos in an ambulance after RAF 6, calling Arman Sarukian a bitch. It's from JMitch897. It says, "Dude in a neck brace," saying he's still the champ. The second one's from Just a Lil Something. It's in reference to Raja Jackson returning to streaming. It says, "Seeing Raja back like nothing happened is so lame. What a clown." And the final one's from Granddaddy Jacob. It says, "Why is he in a stretcher? Bro trying to get a check off Arman." Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.